Good afternoon, everyone. Today's my topic, Unit 1, Gymnosperm pinus. Pinus is a sporophyte which belongs to primitive type of gymnosperm. Now today I am going to discuss about the external morphology of pinus. This pinus belongs to Coniferapsida, which is a first division of the gymnosperms. In Coniferapsida, it comes under Coniferalis order and family is Pinaceae and the generic name is Pinus. Now coming to the general, Pinus are coniferous evergreen resinous trees which are popularly known as pine. Coniferous evergreen resinous trees means they look like cones, conical in shape. In acropetal manner, the branches are develops evergreen. That is the main important character of the gymnosperms. Evergreen, always fresh. They do not wither away. They do not dry away. Resinous trees means the entire plant produce resin is a commercial product. The resin canals are present in root, stem, leaves internally. The resin, hence it is called as resinous trees, which are popularly known as pine. They belong to the family Pinaceae. The order is Coniferalis and the class is Coniferapsida. Different species of the Pinus having the genus name is Pinus. Now, Pinus are distributed throughout the temperate and subalpine regions of the north hemisphere, where they form dense forests of evergreen trees and they grow up to 80 meters of 80 meters in height. It means 260 feet. They are very tall. Pinus is a very tall evergreen sporophyte. Why it is called as a sporophyte? Because on the pine tree, cones are produced. Male and female cones are produced. Male cones is for the production of microspores. Female cones are for the production of megaspores. So the which plant produce on it or the which plant externally consists of spore bearing organs, the plant is called sporophyte. So here Pinus C is a sporophyte. It can grow up to 80 meters. So if we see the pine trees, generally we feel that they are touching the sky. Hence they are called brooms of sky. In each year, a whorl of branches are produced in the axil of scale leaves. And the tallest pine tree is Ponderosa pine, which can grow up to 81.79 meters tall. So it is unimaginable. They are long-lived plant and can live up to 1,000 years or more under favorable conditions. Generally, they are growing in northern hemisphere hill stations means they can tolerate any drought conditions. Hence, they are perennials and they can survive more than 1,000 years under favorable conditions. Now, coming to this, there are about 120 species of pine tree throughout the world. They are widely distributed in the hills and have economic value because many pines are used in the construction, paper products industries as the source of timber and resin. Some pine trees are also sources of wood, tars, resin, turpentine, and oils, while some produce edible seeds such as pine nuts, pinans, or pinoyans. Besides these, white, black, Himalayan, and stone pines are cultivated as ornamental trees. Now coming to the branching, if we look the tree. This is the pine tree. Very beautiful, and generally if you comes to the North Himalayan side, everywhere, every feet, every step we can find out the pine trees. The branches are dimorphic, hearing two types of shoots. Now that also I will tell in later. The main stem is cylindrical and covered with scaly bark, and the branching is restricted to the upper part of the stem, thus giving the tree a pyramid-like appearance. So look at this pine tree. These are the cylindrical woody trunk, and these are the branches, the pyramid-like appearance, and it is commonly called as a pine tree. Now coming to the plant body. The plant body is sporophyte. Sporophyte means which produce spore-bearing organs in it. The plant body grows up to very height, and the sporophyte is very big and tall tree, approximately 10 to 80 meters in height. The plant body has three parts. So if he goes to the external morphology, the plant body has three parts. So three parts means root, stem, and leaves. The plant bears well-developed taproot system like a dicotyledons. The stem is stout, branched, and pyramidal in shape with racemose branching. And the plants are monoecious, where the male and female cones are borne on separate shoots in the same plant. That is mean one plant bears male and female cones, but on the separate shoots. Now coming to the root system, a strong taproot system is present in young plant, which may persist. Persist means many several years survive, or roots develop and become stronger adventitious roots with increasing age. The roots can grow on the rocks or hard ground and spread over a large area. The lateral roots are well developed with insufficient root hairs. Often a branch roots are infested with mycorrhizal fungus. So this is the one important thing we have to remember. In the roots internally, fungal mycorrhiza are developed, and this is called mycorrhizal roots, because it is help in the increase for the absorption of nitrogen from the soil, or additional absorption also. Now coming to the stem is erect and stout. Erect means straight, stout means very hardwoody, cylindrical, and pyramidal. So pyramidal shape, just we saw the picture of it, with dimorphic branches. Dimorphic branches means there are two types of branches are present. The branches are restricted in the apical region. The stem is covered with bark. There are two types of branches are there. That is the one important thing in the pinus. Some are long, they are unlimited, they are called long shoots. The main branches are long shoots, have unlimited growth with scaly leaves, which are found below the dwarf shoots, and the needle-like foliage. Leaves are present exclusively at their terminal ends. Now coming to the second type of shoots, which are limited growth, they are known as dwarf shoots. The dwarf shoots develop in the axils of scaly leaves and the main branches, which are without apical buds. It is about 1 to 2 centimeter long with 1 or 2 scale leaves. The dwarf shoots also contains foliage leaves. In this case, a dwarf shoot with its foliage leaves is known as spur. So there are two types of shoots are present. One is large and one is dwarf. So coming to this, these are the pictures of shoots and leaves of pinus. This is the young pinus plant, taproot system. Needle-like leaves are present. These are dwarf shoots. The needles are elongated and they are green in color. They do the foliage. On the needle-like these leaves, below it at the lower side of this needle-like leaves, scale leaves are present, which are These needles are arise from the axil of or the spur of the dwarf shoot. This is the long shoot. So long shoot and dwarf shoots, two types of shoots are present here. And coming to the next external part of the plant is leaf. The pine tree bears two types of leaves. The chief responsibility of the leaf is nothing but for the photosynthesis. So that there are two types of leaves are present, scaly leaves and foliage leaves. Scaly leaves are present on the long and dwarf on both the shoots. They fall off as the branches attain maturity. These leaves are very small, brownish in color and membranous with protective structures. But coming to the foliage leaves, which are produced only on the dwarf shoots, they are long, green, simple, needle-like with photosynthetic structures. They develop in clusters at the apex of the dwarf shoots and can form the spur. Spur means like a pouch where the needles are arise. Their number varies from 1 to 5 in different species. So coming to Monophylla, Pinus monophylla, there are only one needle arise from the spur. So the foliage leaves are modified into needle. That is the most important identification character of the pinus. Needles, instead of calling a foliage leaves, they called as a needles, which do the photosynthesis and which are xerophytic adaptation. Conversion of foliage leaves into needles, it is a xerophytic adaptations which are produced on the dwarf shoots apex only in a cluster. The cluster, it can form the spur. From the spur, there are 1 to 5 in different number. The needles are arise. That is differ from one species to another species. This is the brief external morphology of the pinus. Pinus is nothing but it is a sporophytic plant. It is belongs to the gymnosperms and it is the first primitive, and it belongs to Coniferopsida and class. Coniferalis is the order and Pinaceae is the family. It is commonly called as a pine tree and it is more ornamental, beautiful, evergreen, and it is a commercially also valuable because of the entire plant produce the resin commercial product. So thank you one and all.